drivers will be out soon. Already we've had some action today in a round one knockout stage. 8 drivers were drawn in 4 best-of-3 shootouts to fight for the final places in the group stage. And we have 4 drivers through to join those seeded to get through into the groups. It is going to be winner takes all. It is man against man. It's machine against machine. Neil Cole alongside me in the commentary box. You've seen many a race of champions, but I have to say this one right up there with the best of the best.
Well, it's a spectacular location. Hello, Crofty, by the way. Good to see you up here. Yeah, it's a beautiful place, Mexico City. The Foro Sol is the baseball diamond. The crowds are starting to pack the grandstands in front of the main stage where many famous music artists like Madonna, U2, Metallica have played historically. But, you know, Crofty, many people watching might be watching Race of Champions for the first time. Should we ask, what is Race of Champions?
It's a question asked very often, Neil Cole. Metallica play here, but today, the Race of Champions rocks. And this is it. So Race of Champions then, a round one knockout stage. 8 drivers drawn in 4 best-of-3 shootouts to fight for the final places in the group stage.
All the major disciplines in motorsport.
This is a truly unique event. There's no other event in the world where we get to compete and share stories with drivers from other disciplines.
Great circuits, great stadiums, many fantastic locations all around the world.
Always fun, there's always lots of action, and it's always a great show.
All of these drivers coming from around the world, gathering in one place with a smile on their face for Race of Champions.
So 4 groups of 4 drivers face each other then, and these are those through to those groups. Abraham Calderon, load of Mexican fans here, giving him some brilliant support and knocking out Andy Priaulx. So he goes through into Group A. Group B, Loic Duval didn't have the best today yesterday in the Nations Cup. He's through. We have Group C. It's a Mexican or a German that's going through because Mick Schumacher made his way. And then Group D as well. We saw Enzo Benito through. And this is how it all looks up. Through to the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, and a best-of-3 shootout to be crowned champion of champions. Someone's going to be spraying some champagne around today. Will it be David Coulthard again? He is the reigning champion of champions.
Yep.
And I know he says he's in retirement, but I rather get the feeling he comes out of retirement for this event every year.
Well, this is the lineup for Race of Champions coming up. All of the drivers that you will be seeing taking against each other on this track, head-to-head, in identical cars, and that's the key to Race of Champions. Look at these big names: Lucas de Grassi representing Brazil. He was a big surprise. Yes, lots of people impressed with O'Ward yesterday.
Joseph Newgarden, biggest guns, I think, in the Race of Champions, but he didn't flex his muscles yesterday very much. Memo Rojas, Pierre Gasly, a rookie from the world of Formula One. David Coulthard is not a rookie. Sebastian Vettel has reigned supreme in the Nations Cup, still to become champion of champions for a second time because he won it in 2015. Mick Schumacher on his debut here. I think he takes Rookie of the Year award
so far
already.
Yeah.
Esteban Gutierrez really enjoying himself. Tom Christensen doing some dad dancing.
Now, it's very impressive to see Tom Christensen winning again for the Rock Nations Cup yesterday, but he's always a bridesmaid in terms of the Race of Champions. Will he do it today?
That man won Dancing with the Stars. Helio Castroneves, he's got rhythm. And we can do the floss.
Wow.
Very nice, Johan Christophersen.
I've never seen Johan do that before.
The Mariachi Band giving a great entrance to our drivers.
And the last one there, James Baldwin, of course, yesterday's E-Rock World Finals champion. So he's the sim racer who won the Invitational to get here, qualified, and has made it to the final. But
so these were the qualifying races, and this qualifying race 1. It was a best-of-3 shootout for this. As you can see, the drivers on the track, and it was to be Abraham Calderon, the Mexican, going through and taking it. I was actually watching in some of the VIP boxes. There was a whole host of Mexican fans right underneath me cheering wildly, and the Mexican support here has been absolutely brilliant. Loic Duval and Helio Castroneves for the right to go through into Group B. kind of fancy Helio Castroneves. He's got the experience, but it was Loic Duval, who, as I say, didn't have the best time yesterday going through in Group B. That's Abraham Calderon, as you can see. Loic Duval on the track in, I think, the car that the drivers are finding absolutely beautiful for this track in the Vaud. Pierre Gasly watching on as his compatriots went through his paces. Both Frenchmen here for the first time competing in the race of champions. Mick Schumacher out on the track. And Mick Schumacher, what do you say about a man that survived immense pressure yesterday, taking part for Team Germany, and came through it absolutely superbly, getting through to the final, just missing out on a debut Rock Nations Cup victory. He was up against Memo Rojas, and a very happy man to go through. So it's his